Do you know something? Everyone wants the world to accept them as they are. They are not willing to adapt. Every single day, you don't want to wake up early. You do not want to go to the gym. You don't want to come out of your warm bed in your room. But that will get you nowhere. You need to create a fresh version of yourself. Somebody that is confident, somebody that uses his platform, somebody that goes after his goals, somebody that wakes up in the morning and does the exercise, somebody with a very hard mindset. Okay? So today we are going to talk about the fact if you don't like yourself, you have to create literally newer version of yourself. We see experts and celebrities talking about this a lot. But basically, they all create another version of yourself. Otherwise, you will crash and perish. And when I heard those stories, it was like, wow, that makes a lot of sense. Moreover, you are functioning with your old software internally. Life demands an upgrade, especially when your cell phone is released with the updates and upgrades with more features and functionality. Why not your personality? You need to think to yourself, what would be the highest version of yourself in this situation? The highest version of yourself gets out of bed, says, thank you God for waking me up today. Thank you for this blessed day. This day is going to be so good. You start with positive affirmations. You put your gym shoes on and you get off to the gym. That is what the highest version of yourself will do. So, please do that instead, because that is what the higher version of yourself would do. Same thing with reading books. You do not read. You do not want to read books at all. You will not concentrate. But the highest version of yourself needs to finish the books because he knows books are knowledge and knowledge is key. Knowledge will get you so far in life. Otherwise, you will perish. We are changing every single day. We are always trying to get better, always trying to improve ourselves. No person is the same person as he or she was from the day that were born. Your life is literally in your hands and in your hands only. Nobody is going to save you. Nobody will save you. Not your parents, nor your spouse, nor your children. Nobody will want your life to change. College is not high school, and the real world is not college. So you cannot keep showing up your old version. The future is very expensive. You will not be able to manifest yourself if you are sleeping when the whole world sleeps. But people ask me sometimes to recommend what they have to do as a career choice. What is something, what is their passion and stuff. But how can anyone tell what your passion is? So you really have to get tough skin for that. And a lot of people do not want to explore themselves. They are crying for freedom. But when it is given, they don't know how to use it. Why do you not want to participate in Olympic Games? Why? That is not your passion because you know it was not for you. You know deep down inside what you were meant to do. And if you don't have a passion, so you think. You don't think about what you are really good at. Every single person is good at something. It might be like as small as gardening, painting, and maybe you are very good at singing. Why don't you start a musical school? I hear you saying you used to listen this kind of subjects before. Then why you did not act? Because you were only listening then. But now only you really started hearing them. Are you not believing in the law of attraction and manifestation? See guys, you are expecting things to come into your life on its own. But did you ask the universe or God? Did you ask? If you don't believe in anything, you know you cannot expect help. If you don't ask for help, you cannot expect good things to come. If you don't even accept help from people, you know sometimes God puts people into your life to help you, to upgrade you. And if you are constantly dismissing people and being like, no, I got it on my own, how will you ever get there? And then you keep asking God, why don't you help me? God says, I sent you this person, but you dismiss them. In your younger years, you never had control. Perhaps you felt you were nothing because parents always had control over you. Only when you grew older, that gave you a sense of like, okay, you need to take charge of everybody around you and everything that happens into your life. But then you will realize that when you start talking and visioning, and when you start seeing whatever you asked him is manifesting, you start to trust those elements. Always also practice gratitude. You would say thank you God for having a good sleep, and thank you God for having food on the table. Thank you God for happy family. Because you will see every time you have asked it was delivered, and when you did not get what you wanted, you get something better instead. That is how you have to trust, and you have to start assuming like the world is designed for you to succeed. That is how the highest version of you would think. So from now on, I want you to adopt this mindset of what would the highest version of yourselves would do. It is true, world don't owe you anything, but it will conspire to give you what you want.
I want to play a game with you. We're going to play What's Your Calling? Ready? Let's get started. My name is Vanessa Van Edwards, and I'm lead investigator at our Human Behavior Research Lab, The Science of People. Today, I want to try to help you find your calling. Everybody has a calling. What I mean is that everyone has driving forces that get them up in the morning, that dictate their decisions, that motivate our behavior. But we rarely stop to think about these forces. Not any longer. Today, I want to play a game that I call What's Your Calling? Here's how it works. I'm going to read a series of skills. As I read each statement, I want you to think about how closely it feels like you. Give it a 1 if it feels a lot like you. Give it a 2 if it sometimes feels like you. And give it a 3 if it doesn't feel like you at all. Now, pull out a sheet of paper and draw yourself a little bingo board like this. Are you ready? Here we go. Number 1, how much do you like solving problems? Give it a 1, 2, or 3 rating in the box. 1 is most like you and 3 is least like you. Number 2, how much do you like building relationships? Give it your rating. Number 3, how much do you like working on teams? Number 4, how much do you like creating new things? Number 5, how much do you like strategizing big ideas? Number 6, how much do you like resolving disputes? Number 7, how much do you like facilitating change? Number 8, how much do you like setting up systems? Number 9, how much do you like teaching people? Now the last row I'm leaving blank. I want you to write in 3 skills that you love doing. In other words, 3 number 1s. What are 3 things that during the day or week you personally excel at? Take a look at your chart and circle all the ones. These are all the skills that you feel sound most like you. What you have in front of you is what I call your capability chart. I want us to focus on what makes us feel capable. I want you to think about what makes you feel powerful on a day-to-day basis. This chart you have in front of you is just the start. Here's my challenge to you. Think of one thing you can do every day that makes you feel capable. Do that one thing and know that you are the best possible person to do it. This is what calls you out of bed in the morning. This is what should drive your decisions. How can you be more purposeful about what skills you choose to do so that you're building and acting in powerful ways? Remember that being capable brings about passion, and that brings about happiness. Okay, that's it for my pep talk today. Thanks for playing with me.